you're a titan in business with having multiple businesses that generate multiplied millions of dollars.
And if that plan happens to be to build $1 million company, which I can help you do.
But he's humble. He's a man of God. He's a family man.
The world's news organizations are built on everything but positivity.
He is an influential entrepreneur and business speaker for over 30 years.
I've got to forecast. I've got to pronounce. I've got to project. I've got to share with you my ideas, my vision, my goals for not only myself, but for you.
That's why he's came up with his incredible concept of taking and creating a platform for people that are wired differently.
And you got to understand that your habits of your person and your habits of your business and your habits of your spirituality have to lead to the North Star of who you are. We need to figure out who we want to be in life. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good day, good day, good day. How is everybody doing this Friday? Man, I got to tell you a story about this morning. I literally, the challenge, one of the things that I've committed to myself first, and then I committed to the people that are following and supporting the Wire Differently mindset, movement, mission, and ministry, right? Is that I would be consistent and I would be here for you, for my family, for myself, for the mindset, mission, ministry, and movement. But I think one of the best things that I can demonstrate to any of you through actions and understanding is that you got to be consistent, right? And so today is so today was like awful. So I do have a great team around me, but at 5 o'clock in the morning, when you're up and rolling, it's really only up to you, obviously. And you got to get moving, you got to get going. And a lot of you are the same way. But this particular day, I got up and my car wouldn't start. I'm in Indiana. I'm in my Indiana studio, and I'm super excited about that because it's Friday, and I'm at the donut capital of the world. It's Tom's Donuts, and I got some big news I want to share with everybody. My family is coming. I mean, like I don't know. I mean, I see my family a lot. It's not like I don't see them, but I travel a lot, and so I don't see them. I don't have a lot of deep time with them. I don't have really the time I'd like to have with them. And then sometimes when we have the time together that we want to have together, sometimes it breaks down because, there's always like drama from childhood or last week or Kara's getting married and there's wedding. And then there's every child of mine has a job and they're moving through life famously, but there's drama and jobs, and then grandchildren are such a blessing, but there's drama. So there's always, but the upside of the family is amazing. So like the joy that I'm about ready to experience today is they're all on a plane right now. And so I was up late last night. I was coaching till probably 8. Well, we ran long. Our coaching session went from 7. Our group coaching went from 7 to 8:30. And we were working on 10-second elevator pitch. We're working on market dominating position, target markets. Which is an amazing group of people. All showed up. Everybody got their homework done. I don't know. I'm a shotgun today. Got all these things I want to get out for you because it's Friday. So last night, I'm just trying to get to this morning. So last night we stayed late, and Deb was great, Jen was great, Jason was great, Brandon was on spot, man. Ninja Mike, this guy's a wild man. He was on spot. Abby, good night. Deb, I mean, I know I'm going to forget some people, but these people were great. So, any of you are out there that are listening that, really can't get to see me in person, I'd love to have a virtual coaching session with you. I'd like to have a virtual relationship with you. Can I invite you into a virtual relationship? I think that's the only way we can really do it in masses and make massive gains on our mindset, mission, movement, and ministry. But back to this morning. So this morning I get up reeling from last night. So of course we get home at 8:30, I'm home around 9 o'clock, and Tracy's getting the house around, and I completely forget that my entire family, like my entire nuclear family is nucleus. What was it called? Nucleus. My entire nuclear family, all of them. My oldest daughter Courtney, my middle daughter Kendra, and my youngest daughter Kara are all coming. But see, as life goes, right? Courtney is bringing her son Sailor Man, my first grandson. He's 9 years old. Kendra is bringing her husband Derek, amazing guy, works for me in Pacer Systems. He's a rising star in that company. He's a budding executive and just amazing dude. And then they're bringing their grandchildren, Judah, which is, I'm going to guess 5. And then Nora, the explorer. She's my only granddaughter. So spectacular. And then they're bringing Jake in. So let me just see what I can do here for you. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this right here. There they are. You can see them all right there in living color. So here we go. So, and then my fourth daughter, Olivia, she's back there with her eyes closed. Olivia, why are your eyes closed? I don't understand. So the young lady to the far left is Courtney. She's my oldest daughter, and that's her son with a cast on. Little Sailor Man broke his arm yesterday before they were going to get on the flight in Taekwondo class. And so we're like, can he fly without a cast? And so Courtney had to run him to Tampa and get to a what do you call it? A pediatrician to put a cast on him. And so it looks like he's coming because he's got a cast on. They sent me this picture this morning. I'm so excited. Joy. And so I don't see Derek. He must be taking the picture. My middle daughter is Kendra right there with a little baby in her arms with the pacifier. He's not little anymore. That's Jakin. And then there's Nora the explorer. I don't know what Nora's doing there, though. She's got her. Who knows? Nora, you're coming to see Papa. Don't worry. We'll let you play games all you want. Mommy's not going to take the games away from you. And then the middle kid right there in the middle is Kara, the youngest daughter. And then behind her is her fiance, Bryson. So they're all coming. They're all coming. It's a super exciting, but get to my day going from a late last night. I didn't quite get the prep done. I'm in bed around 11:30. I'm rolling around in bed at 5:35. I get up this morning and I kind of think it's a Friday. I got my lesson planned out. I got my conversation. I got my talk planned out. And so I'm rolling out there having a cup of coffee, feeling pretty good about myself. And as I get out there, I realize that my vehicle won't start. So I got to get under the hood. I'm here. There's my Jeep. This is my Tom's Donut Jeep, the donut capital of the world. Listen, let me give you a shameless plug for that company. The donut capital of the world is amazing place. It's a phenomenal place. And I own it. Our family's name, Tom's Donuts. And if you ever want to get over here to America, if you're not from America, you got to make a stop to the donut capital of the world. We'll treat you like the king that you are. Well, anyways, Tom's Donut Jeep. It's a marketing Jeep. I'm heavy into marketing. If you don't know, I love marketing, but as I'm trying to get into the Jeep, there's my Corvette, the marketing Corvette. There's the donut capital of the world Corvette. The Corvette is a 1990 Corvette that I had wrapped for marketing. I'm like, I got to get the Corvette out, which my wife drives back and forth now when we're here at the cabin. I don't know. I'm showing you all this because it's Friday. I mean, you got to realize that, I'm capable of doing some things. I can do this. So I pull up the truck. I pull up the Corvette, these Tom's Donut Mobiles, and I start going to work. I got stuff to do. Like, okay, now is the positive to the positive is the negative. Oh man, that's the look of a guy who isn't quite overly confident that the car is going to start. So I took him up back and forth. I couldn't get the juice to jump. I just don't want it to blow up on me, I'm back over to the Jeep. I'm like, where's the power? Let's look at this. Let's redo this to see if I'm getting any power in the truck. Ain't no damn power. So I go back. I'm like, okay, test the cables, run it again. No damn power. All right. So now let's try this. At this point, I'm like, I don't know. So the truck finally fired up for a second. I'm like, all right, I'm going to hurry. I've got to get to the show. At this point, I got 45 minutes to make a half hour journey. Well, I turned the truck on take off the jumper cables, put the jumper cables back in the truck. I literally unpack, put it all together, right? Put them back in the truck or back in the Corvette, and then my Jeep shuts off again. So I have no power. So in my suit and jacket, I put everything back on. I go back to the Jeep, hook it back up, let it run. I can never get it to start. So at the end of the day, I just want to let you know I ended up driving the Corvette, which I cannot fit in. And so what does this have to do with Friday? Well, what it has to do with today is joy, right? Joy, joy, joy. I want to talk to you about joy because I want to segue into next week, because next week on Tuesday, we're going to be talking about the difference between joy and happiness. And we're going to be talking about the difference between riches and wealth. And then we're going to parallel wealth with joy and happiness with riches. But this morning, I don't want to ruin the day because I'm in a good mood. So what I was trying to actually say with all this rambling on stuff is that I got a big meeting today at noon. I got meetings at 9 with Heather. I got to go back and get Tracy at 8:30. And I'm just stacked up on a Friday. And so I got dressed up for a couple meetings. I thought I'd look nice for you guys. So ta-da, here's what I am. I've got a suit. You won't see a tie on me unless it's really, really like maybe somebody's died or something. I don't know about that. But I want to just let you know, today is a joyful day. Nothing's not going to make me joyous. I am not going to let anything today, because I have been looking forward to this. My children probably don't believe this, but I've been looking forward to this day where I get all of my family together in one spot. Even though we live together near each other in Florida, but when we get to the cabin, it's one spot, and it's a little cabin where Tracy and I stay looking over this beautiful lake. And then we bring in 3 campers, and the campers get plugged in, and they have generators, and they got electricity, and each family has their own camper, and they're right outside our door. And it's only 3 days. But the joy inside of me that I'm about to experience today, tomorrow, and Sunday is like overwhelming to me. It's like I don't want to be let down. I don't want drama, right? But I know I get the grandkids with their parents. I know I get my children in a place that's neutral, a place that's not the home, not their homes. It's the homestead of where everything began for me and my family, and my wife's marriage all started right at this cabin. And so to have everybody there, to have that joy, that feeling is just remarkable. And so I guess what I wanted to share with you today was, why is that so joyful to me? Why can I get up in the morning and go through the routine and get in the dark and scroll through and put the show together and go through all that with a happy face on, and then your car not start, then you have no way to work, and then you have no way, and you've got a deadline because you want to make the 7:30 a.m. deadline, because I've pledged to be constant. I've been pledged to be consistent. I want my mantra to be wired differently. People are consistent. It's not just the efforts that we make, friends. It's more so the distances that we're willing to go. And I want to demonstrate that on a regular basis to my people. That's why I bring it in the coaching last night. Is we were there, man. We were scheduled for an hour. We go an hour and a half. We're scheduled for 20-minute calls. We do the 20-minute calls. We do hour one-on-one calls. We do it. I will always be there for you. And my coaching syndication will always be there for you. And I want you to understand this show is going to be here at 7:30 when you get up in the morning, and it's going to be in the replays, and I'm going to do it. Whether I got 1 follower or 5 million, I am going to do this, right? Because it brings joy to me. It brings joy. And so I just want to carve out. So Monday, we're not going to have a show on Monday. Monday, I'm flying back again at 6 a.m. I'm going to be flying, and I'm just not going to be available for a live show at 7:30. But what I'm going to do, next week, I just want to share this with you. We're going to get on with joy, and we're going to get on with our day this weekend, because I want you to unpack joy in your life. I want you to unpack joy. I want you to understand what joy really is, why God gave us joy, how God gives us joy, why it's not happiness. So just pay attention here real quick. Monday, no show. But I want you guys in your comments, I want you to ask to become part of the Successionaire page. There's a private group we have called Successionaires. High-level Successionaire group. high-level successionaire group. Go in the comments. We got a lot of new followers here. Go in the comments, say, I want to be part of the high-level successionaire group. Just say, I want in the high-level group. I want in the successionaire group, right? And we'll send you an invite. 4 simple little questions will get you in the successionaire. So what I'm going to do on Monday morning is I'm not going to do the regular show at 7:30 a.m. I'm going to do something around 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll go live 4:30 or 5 in the morning, and it's only going to be on the Successionaire channel. So the Successionaire channel is really for the people that are, want to be really committed to the back scenes. They want to be committed to some extra insight on Wired Differently or what's going on in my life or what I can be talking about, and be, I think, more of an intimate setting. It's not in a studio. It's wherever I'm at, and I can get real for 10 or 15 minutes, even more real than we get on the show. It's not topical, right? And so please ask to join the Successionaire private group, the high-level Successionaire private group. We'll send you an invite. I want you on it. I really, really want you on it. So Monday, even though we're not going to do the live show because I'll be flying, I want you to know that sometime very early in the morning, I'm going to go live on Successionaire, and I'm going to talk to you guys. And then on Tuesday, I'll be live, just like normal, from my studio in Anna Marie Island, Bradenton, Florida area, Sarasota area. And then Wednesday, I will be live. So we will have a live show Tuesday and Wednesday next week, and we are going to take apart wealth and riches and happiness and joy, right? And so we're going to go live Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, Thursday, probably no show. Friday, definitely no show. I have got an Tiki Hut retreat, a private Tiki Hut retreat. So if you're out there and you want to do a private Tiki Hut retreat, you can book my entire team and we'll bring you to the Tiki Hut retreat. We'll take you to Triumph. We'll take you to Egmont Key. We'll do the life lessons, the teachings, the entrepreneurial mindset stuff. We're going to do it. We do it all. We bring you to our house. We take you out on the express yacht. We do the whole event for any corporate events that want great team building, great mindset building, great Wired Differently entrepreneur. We want to build you personally. We want to build you spiritually, and we want to build you profitably. And that's what this Tiki Hut retreat does. We've had great success. So we had our first Tiki Hut at the beginning of the year, and now we have our second Tiki Hut coming up November 8th. So go to toddsaylor.com. I think we're going to go there before we get off today, and I'll show you that website if I can get my skill game up here. So listen, I will be live on Successionaire. I'm not going to let you guys down. I will be live pretty much every morning without fail, Mondays through Fridays. It's just that if I'm not available for the 7:30 produce show, I will be on Successionaires. And the Successionaire just allows me not to have to go to a studio, allows me not to have to prepare content, allows me to be away and to have some intimate moments. So get to Successionaire, high-level Successionaire group. Ask for an invite. Chris, Abby, get them an invite. We'll answer yes. We'll get you on that group. All right, so we just got a lot of commercials in there. Let me see if I can do this in real time here. I'm going to try and show off my skills a little bit here. Joy, 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 joy. All right, let's go into here. Under pressure. Under pressure. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. So do you guys see the split screen here? Let's do this. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to pull this page off so I can. There we go. All right. So this is the website. Joy, joy, joy. We're going to talk about joy. We're going to wrap this up. We got 10 minutes, 19 minutes into having fun. We got lots of followers on here. I appreciate what's going on. And since we got on the Tiki Hut, I want to let everyone know, go to toddsaylor.com and you can see my new book, Your Will Be Done. My new book, Your Will Be Done. I want to let you know, all the pre-sale orders went out. They're on their way. They should be at your home or your destination by Monday. Should be no problem having all the paperback books there by Monday. Certainly this weekend, all of your electronic files. This was a great gift. This is a $75 package. We gave everybody the ebook. We gave everybody the electronic workbook. workbook is phenomenal. We gave everybody the audiobook, literally the audiobook, so you can listen to it while you're driving. You can listen to it over and over. And I'm going to explain to you how it works with the workbook and obviously the audiobook. And then we sent it all to you for no shipping. So you got everything. You got the workbook, you got the ebook, the Kindle, and then you also got the audiobook, and then the paperback will show up on Monday. So you should have all the electronic or the digital files should all be there today. If not, send a note to Abby or get a hold of me and we'll do that. Now we're going to start to really promote the book now out to the world and really start getting some ads out. And so we appreciate your support. Any comments, any likes, follows on that, we can regard. So I want to talk to you about that is coming, more of that to come. Thank you guys. These book things go on forever. So we'll take our time. We'll pace ourselves on that. Next Tiki Hut coming soon. So I want to just kind of do a commercial on that. If you go to toddsaylor.com and click Tiki Hut on the top menu bar up there, you can see that the Tiki Hut is on like Donkey Kong. Get the Tiki Hut retreat, Tiki Hut Entrepreneur Retreat. I love what we're doing here. I'm on a podcast tour that's going just spectacular. And without a doubt, every podcast host out of the last 6 have been just slain with Wired Differently and our people and what we do and what we stand for and how we're doing it. And there's a lot of interest in the Tiki Hut retreat. 4 out of the 6 podcast hosts want to attend our Tiki Hut retreat. Whether that happens or not, I'm not sure, but we want them there. We only have space for 48. We've pretty much filled the first Tiki Hut retreat, and we only had 40 to 30 days to market it. And so we feel like we've got a nice headwind going into this one. We got about 100 days to market it, and it's a better produced piece. We understand what we want to do and how we want to get there a little differently. So this is the Tiki Hut retreat. This is the image, and this is the title of this Tiki Hut retreat is An Entrepreneur's Retreat, Unconventional Brilliance. Let us help build you profitably. Let us help build you spiritually. Let us help build you personally. And so we're going to attack all 3 of those Wired Differently disciplines in this Tiki Hut retreat. It's a retreat for you to refresh. It's a retreat for you to communicate and get with people of like minds. It's a retreat for you to be revived. It's a retreat for you to learn, right? The target is entrepreneurs. The target is you. Target is growing you personally, spiritually, and profitably. And I'll be able to attack all 3 of those disciplines, all 3 of those Wired disciplines in this event. I am going to be doing pretty much all of the teaching for the 3 days. It's going to be phenomenal. We have some special guests coming, and you'll see those people as they roll up, and they're going to have some involvement. Tiki Hut people are returning. They've already bought they got on before the tickets are getting out there. So listen, these tickets are out there now. Get out there, buy your ticket. We've got a flash sale going on right now. So for the next 30 days, if you want to buy the ticket up front, you can save a couple $100. Get in there. Let's fill this thing up. All right. So dare to be brilliant, dare to think differently. We want you here. Here's some pictures of the last event. It was a great time. Here's the graduates right there. Here's the we're gonna have at least 3 different Tiki Hut experiences. We have as far as the Tiki Hut goes, and this is the Tiki Hut here at my house. There is the express yacht right there. We're gonna get out there and have some fun riding in that bad boy. We'll take some tours. Here's some more event stuff. There's Tyler. I believe he's coming back, and here's the ticket. So you just simply go in here, click buy your ticket, and get your ticket. And so here's the special I want to show you real quick. Joy, 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 joy. Fill your name out, buy your ticket. And right here, if you're coming, it's $120 up front, $79.72 for 11 payments. I'll finance it for you. And the spectacular thing about this event is it's a better event, better ambience. We're on the water. We're in Zota Beach. We're on literally a Tiki Hut on the sands of Anna Marie Island, Longboat Key. Phenomenal. Only $175 a night for the hotel. We knocked that down from $325 last Tiki Hut down to $175. And if you get in early, you'll get your pick of the rooms. the ones that might be a little closer to the ocean. But all of you are going to have an ocean view. All of you are going to have a spectacular pool. All of you are going to have a tiki hut. All of you are going to have a place to hang out by the water. All of you, it's just going to be great. And so if you want to buy additional tickets for the flash sale for friends and family, we're going to allow that at the $6.99. So the flash sale is $6.99. The normal price is $9.97. So really for $700, you can get in, get done, pay up front, and get your spot saved. So we are looking for basically 40 people. We think we're going to fill this up pretty quick. So let's just go back here and let's talk about joy. Joy, 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 joy. So here is joy to me in some regards. You can't, you for $175, look at this. The Zoda Beach Resort. This is the beach. This is some chairs you're going to be sitting on in the beach. This is one of the hotels. It's a boutique hotel, holds 90 people, 90 rooms, lounge area, entry, sky shot. Here is the beach. There is the cabanas. I've taken out a wire differently cabana, so we're going to have access 24/7 to oceanside waterfront cabana. The wire differently cabana. We can gather. We can have group talk there. We can have special small group talk there. You can meet with some friends, connect with people, create relationships. It's just a great place to hang out. That has a little kitchen, and food and beverages will be provided there 24/7. Here's a workout room. This is the bathroom. This is the bedroom facing the ocean. Get there, get that ocean view. Now, here's another cool thing. I know I'm rambling on about this, though, is the basic room is $175 a night, and it's beautiful. But if you want to upgrade to like a king size suite that's overlooking all of the ocean, you can do that. So it's, if you got a different type of budget, get that room that's just hanging out by the ocean. But if you want to get that deluxe room that's looking out over the ocean, we have negotiated I think if you have the ocean king suite is cheaper than what we paid for a regular suite, our first tiki hut. I think it's under $350, but listen to me, it's worth all of $800 in a normal deal. So I want you to realize this is a really fun getaway. This is going to be a blast. You're going to be refreshed. You're going to be challenged. You're going to be encouraged. We're going to build you personally. We're going to build you spiritually. We're going to build you profitably. So I just wanted to kind of go over that real quick with you. And I want to talk about joy. I would take this out today. So Joy, my family's coming and I can hardly stand it. I'm watching the clock. We got 3 minutes for this show because once I get off this show, my day is running. Joy, 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 joy. I'm going to go pick my wife up and I'm going to have joy. There's nothing stopping me today from giving me joy. And what is joy? Joy is the thing, the feeling, the emotion that God gives us, gives me, gives you without having to work for it. Without having to work for it. You do not have to work for joy. You have to work for riches. You have to work for income. You have to work for things to happen in your life. You got to go out and if you want to be happy, you got to go to work and you get riches and you take that money and you go buy something like a Tom donut or a cup of coffee and it makes you happy. But this is not bringing me joy. You can buy happiness with riches. But riches cannot provide joy. Riches can set up joy, but riches, the cash, the money that you're making to spend on your bills, to spend on the candy bar, I just bought a new truck. Oh my gosh, I got so much going on in my life. And I was thinking about as I bought this new truck, I bought a Ford Shelby, a 2023 Ford Shelby, one of 100. I don't know why I did it, but I did it. It's this beautiful, magnificent vehicle. I don't even want to drive it. It's so perfect. It's so amazing. It's a collectible. And I was driving down the road in this beautiful truck, and I don't even want to tell you, but I took the truck. I have not wrecked it. Don't worry. But I'm thinking to myself, this feels really, really good. But this isn't joy. This is happiness. Because you know as well as I know, within a year or less, that new car smell goes away. That feeling of that new feeling, that happiness that you're feeling, that's not joy, right? I paid for that. I paid a lot of money for that collectible truck. I'd go to Heather. I had to go to every resource. I know, like, you guys, I'm going to do this. Fine. You know, they give me approval, whether, you know, they go along with it, like, why do you need it? But at the end of the day, they know that that's money transferring into happiness. But what I'm talking to you about today, and we're going to be talking to you next week in the spotted sessions that we're going to do, the whole week's going to be based on riches versus wealth and happiness versus joy. So why am I talking about joy in my family? Because joy, I can't buy the creation of Courtney. There is no way in the world, when my wife and I got together and we decided to have Courtney, which we did, honey. We decided to have you. You were not an accident. None of my children were accidents. Contrary to what your mother may tell you, none of you were accidents. I knew exactly you were going to be born. I knew exactly when it was going to happen. I actualized that stuff before I even knew what I was doing. But when a child comes out, that's joy. I didn't buy that. I can't buy that. You can't buy that. And I want you to take this with you today. I want you to take this with you today. I want you to understand that the joy I'm feeling for my family coming is something that can't be purchased. I want you to think about in your life, what is happiness in your world, which is circumstantial, and what is joyful in your life, which just happens. Right? What in your life are you set up for joy to occur in? And joy is a byproduct of God. Joy is a byproduct of just things that God can deliver to you that nobody else can ever give you, right? No circumstance, no money, no work, no effort. Joy just comes from God. Joy is something God plants inside you that comes from something you had nothing to do with. Yeah, Courtney was my idea, but God did it. And so what I get from Courtney, what I get from Kendra, what I get from Kara is joy. And then they give me grandkids. And I had nothing to do with any of that. But when little Nora, Judah, Sailor, or Jacob comes screaming through the door and says, Papa, Papa, that's joy. I had nothing to do with that emotion or that feeling. God gave that to me. It's going to be a great series next week. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. Joy versus happiness, riches versus wealth. Happiness and riches are circumstantial. Joy and wealth just happen. God bless you guys. I'm going to get out of here. I know I rambled on. You all hung in there with me. Look at all of you hanging out here. Listen, so many exciting things happening. We got virtual products coming. We got virtual books coming. We got virtual sessions coming. We got coaching coming. We got a book tour coming. I'm writing another book for a movie coming out someday in the next 3 years or less. Hopefully, Lord willing, the tiger in us. We have got the Tiki Hut coming. I mean, we are loaded for bear. We're wired differently. Come on now, everybody. What is the joy in your life? What's happened in your life that you had nothing to do with, that God just made you feel great with? Look for it, be with it, feel it, share it. Let's get it on like Donkey Kong. Let it rip, potato chip. You are my favorites of all time. I'll see you Monday morning. No, I won't see you Monday morning. I'll see you Tuesday morning.